Hi everyone. I hope everyone's having a great day. We are going to pull Gemini's monthly reading. This is going to be from April 1st through May 1st. This is going to be a general overall reading for Geminis. Just going to shuffle a bit and we'll start pulling. I tried pulling earlier, but the cards were there was just so much energy for Gemini. So I put the deck down and stepped away for a bit. And then my Gemini cousin texted me and I was like, that's weird. But here we are. Some conflict, strategies, strategizing on how to get out of some conflicts. Maybe there's conflict in a relationship. Gemini, April 1st through May 1st. All right. So, current energy. You have the 10 of Wands. You have the Chariot, 4 of Pentacles, and 4 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So, Gemini, y'all could be really in a place trying to meditate on things. You guys could be trying to figure a couple things out in your head. You could be trying to calm your thoughts, right? Trying to come into a place of rest. I feel like you're really trying to stabilize and secure yourself in this place. I feel like there's a lot of emotions going on right now with Gemini, with the 6 of Cups being here and the Hierophant and the 4 of Swords. I feel like you're in your head and you're really trying to ground yourself and stabilize yourself, really balance your emotions out in regards to some sort of thing that you need to move towards, whether it be a security, whether it be a relationship, a job. I feel like you're in a place where you're really trying to figure out on how to balance your emotions, stabilize your thoughts, right? And have like self-discipline, right? I feel like you're really trying to be stable and secure within who you are, despite the overwhelming energy that you feel here with the 10 of Wands. So I feel like you could really be in your head, and what's happening is you're trying to figure out on how to balance yourself out and ground yourself with the Hierophant and kind of like trust spirit as well. With the 9 of Cups and the 2 of Cups being here, this is about your wish fulfillment. So what I feel is you're really trying to balance out your emotions here and go towards what's going to make you feel fulfilled, which is going to be that stabilizing energy, right? Because I feel like you're trying to go towards that and not feel all of these feelings that you're feeling. You have the Temperance card in the reverse here, which tells me that your emotions are really out of place, which you have the Temperance, you have the 2 of Cups, you have the 6 of Cups, and the 10 of Wands. This is all about emotional turmoil that's going on within you, that's kind of like overwhelming you, and you're really you could be trying to change your perspective. You could be dealing with a Pisces, or you could just be really feeling restricted and really trying and like disappointed, looking at things that didn't work out. Like there could be this type of energy, but nonetheless, like you're trying to push towards it, right? You have the Fool at the bottom of the deck with the World card and the Judgment card. Right? So you're really trying to push past this emotional turmoil, change your perspective, remove these limitations, even if it's a relationship. Like you're really trying to remove the overwhelming energy that you have from, it could be the past in this current relationship as well. Like you're trying to stabilize because the 6 of Cups is here. So, right, you could be trying to really push past on, or figure out a way on how you can ground yourself to not self-sabotage, to not feel overwhelmed or like your emotions are everywhere, right? I feel like it's a couple of things. All right, let's go into your challenge. If it's not already the emotional turmoil that you're already having. Okay. Challenge for Gemini. A lot of energy for Gemini all day. I almost skipped y'all. Okay, challenge. You have the Emperor card. You have the Eight of Wands. You have the Tower in reverse. Five of Wands with the Hanged Man and the Judgment card. Okay, so main challenge here is that you're keeping yourself stuck in this cycle. With the Judgment card being in your challenge, it means that there's judgment calls that aren't being made, which I feel like it could be a couple of things. You're not choosing to stop a behavior. You're not choosing to, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like you're allowing the self-sabotaging tendencies, the defeat, the turmoil, the disappointment. Like, you're not really allowing that full rebirth. You're keeping yourself kind of in a little bit of a cycle almost, and you're not allowing yourself to fully transform. But again, there's also choices and decisions not being made for yourself. Like, I feel like you're not choosing you. Like, you're not choosing your fulfillment. You're not choosing to do whatever. Like, you're not doing what you need to do. Like, it's like, I'm just going to do this to see if this works. You're not going to that full extent. And so it's really conflicting you and restricting you here. You're viewing things from one perspective and one perspective only. And that's what's keeping you kind of stuck. On top of that, there could be some people just saying their 2 cents, right? With the Five of Wands, there could be different people saying different opinions, and it could, not that we care about what people say, but it could be affecting what you're trying to do, the judgment calls that you're trying to make, right? It could be the perspective you're viewing things is conflicting that. And what another thing though is that with the Tower card in reverse is you're avoiding disasters. So what's happening is you're conflicted, you're seeing things from one perspective, so you're keeping yourself, you're not making those final judgment calls, and it's because you're avoiding disaster. You don't know, you're not digging deep, you're not digging deep enough, you're not going deeper. On top of that, you're still like, you feel like the decisions or the judgment calls that you want to make are going to cause a disaster, so you're avoiding it. And so that's putting you in a place where you're not making any changes, any actions. You're stagnant with the Eight of Wands in your challenge position, Gemini. With the Emperor being here, you can have control issues. You can be an egotistical person. Your ego can be a problem here with the Emperor card. But on top of this, you could also just have a lot of masculine energy where you're very like dominant. Your masculine energy has it's kind of like predominant within you. On top of that, it could be father issues. It could be a father figure in your life, or a man in your life that is a challenge for you as well. It could be your father. With the Four of Wands being here, this is saying that you're not in alignment, meaning like there could be a lot of battle within mind and heart, which, I mean, I do kind of see that here with the Ten of Swords being here, because the Ten of Swords is about you being in a really defeated place. It's like you feel defeated and depleted, and it's just all this mental energy is like draining you. It's kind of like your mind is running at 100 miles per hour, and it's not allowing you to be really aligned and in tune. You don't feel a lot of harmony and peace within right now, and it's making you feel very like not in your power, and it's making you feel very insecure and lack of confidence within you with the Queen of Pentacles being here. But it's also you not like there's it could be a mom and a dad issue here, or a mother and father figure here that's a problem, right? In your life as well. But if it's not that, then it's just like this energy of the Queen of Pentacles, like maybe you're not nurturing yourself enough. You're not taking the time to really stabilize yourself and ground yourself and nurture yourself, because the Queen of Pentacles is all about the nurture, the mom, the fertility. Maybe you have fertility issues and you're dealing with fertility issues, and it's not, and what's happening is that it's weighing on you, right? It's weighing on you, and it's making you feel very unaligned. And what's happening is that there's something that you're not doing. There's something that you're not doing, and a perspective that you're viewing things at, and there's something that you're not taking it upon yourself, right? There's a lot of emotional, overwhelming energy here. And it's because there's like, you're inconsistent with some things with the Knight of Wands. Like you're in and out, like there's something that you're not consistent with. And there's just a lot of emotional turmoil going on here for Gemini. But as much as emotional turmoil there is, I also feel like there's nothing being done about it. It's kind of like you're just there. You know what I mean? Like you're like, well, I feel this way, I think this way, and like I'm not going to do anything about it, right? Like if you're dealing with fertility issues here, Gemini, then maybe you're not going to the doctors to find out because you're afraid that they're going to tell you that you can't have kids. Or like maybe if it's not the fertility, then you're not taking time to actually nurture yourself and love yourself. Maybe love your inner child the way you need to based on your past, right? If it does have to do with your mom and your dad, right? If it goes back to marriage issues, if it goes back to, there's something here, right? Resurfacing. It could be resurfacing, or it could just be something here about diving deep and your foundation. Like that's a big challenge. There's something about digging deeper here that's not being done. But on top of that, there's a fertility thing for some of you, but it's also you not really standing in your power, and you're just in your mind, and it's not causing you to feel very aligned within yourself. Let's pull your guidance, Gemini. Right, you have the Four of Pentacles, you have the High Priestess, you have the Tower card, you have the Five of Cups, Five of Cups with the Double card, and the King of Swords with the Ten of Pentacles. You know what? And I'm going to pull the Moon card. Ten of Pentacles and the Moon card. All right. So, Gemini, Spirit is loud. Okay? Spirit is loud. And I just need you to know that. Okay? So, you have the Five of Cups with the Double card here. Okay? In your guidance. And right after that, you have the King of Swords. So Spirit wants you, right? Spirit wants you to stop self-sabotaging, right? Whatever it is that this devil here does for your shoulder, on your shoulder, right? Whatever focus you have on things not working out, whatever disappointments didn't work out, whatever sadness, whatever it is, right? Spirit wants you to stop putting a loudness on this, right? Spirit really wants you to shut it the fuck up. Excuse my French, but not excuse it. And come into your power with the King of Swords. The King of Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, and you're a Gemini, right? So Spirit really wants you to be like, yo, Spirit's like, I need you to take your power back, right? I need you to take your power back in silence, right? Just how he's like standing on top, and there's like geese right there. And he's basically standing there, and he's like directing them. He looks like almost like a conductor, right? And throughout this deck, these geese here, they're really loud. Where is that card? These geese are kind of scary. it's not here. It came out in the beginning. But these geese are like loud, their teeth are big, and like and it's like the fears, the anxieties, the self-sabotaging tendencies that are going in your mind, right? And look at how he tamed them here. So Spirit's like, I need you to tame these self-sabotaging tendencies. I need you to stop allowing yourself to go back and focus on the things that didn't go right? And take your power back with the King of Swords here. You're intellectual, you're logical, right? Be logical, right? Be realistic with yourself, be authentic with yourself, be unapologetic, but stand in your power. Spirit wants you to stand in your truth, secure yourself, and know that you're able, right? Trust that you're able. With the 10 of Pentacles here, Spirit wants you to go within yourself with the Moon card here in your subconscious mind and release these fears that you have that are in the back of your head, that are constantly there, these self-sabotaging tendencies. Spirit really needs you to let these go and deconstruct, bring down that tower, bring down your own tower, that tower that you're building on, that foundation you're building on that is not secure, it's faulty. Right? And it's faulty because you keep getting to the same place, Gemini. Like you go through these ups and these downs, right? And it's understandable, we all do, but the root is still there. The root is still there, and Spirit says it's time for you to dig up that root. It's time for you to pull that root out, right? Go tune in, listen to your inner guidance, and ground yourself, stabilize yourself, be secure in who you are and where you are. Spirit says, trust me, right? Trust your higher power. The Hierophant, this is Spirit being here, right? Spirit showing up and saying, yo, like, I'm here, I'm guiding you, I need you to trust me, I need you to tune in, and I need you to ground yourself, stabilize yourself. The Hierophant is all about trusting in your traditional, it's a traditional marriage, it's a traditional relationship, but it's also spirit and like your religion and your beliefs, right? Stand firm in your beliefs, and Spirit really wants you to end that cycle of your life, that pattern that you're creating in that pattern that you're creating, period, that you're in, that cycle that you're in, where you get to this point and then you self-sabotage, and then you get to this point and you self-sabotage. Spirit says you're done with that. You need to let that go and go towards new directions for yourself. You need to do something different in order to get somewhere different. And that's exactly what Spirit is saying. Break down that foundation of I'm not able, I can't, I'm not fertile. All of these things that you're thinking to yourself, I'm not lovable, no one's ever gonna love me. Anything that whatever this devil is saying on your shoulder, Spirit says take your power back from it and stop giving it, stop feeding it, right? All right, let's pull your focus. Okay, you have the Hermit card, the Death card, King of Pentacles, Six of Swords, and the Empress card. Focus on this necessary transition that you're needing. This caterpillar goes from a caterpillar to a butterfly within this card. Don't focus on what you're leaving behind. Don't focus on where you're going, like what you're coming from, right? But focus on where you're going with the Six of Swords. Spirit really needs you to focus on going towards being your ultimate self, right? Knowing that you're able, knowing that you are fertile, believing that you are fertile, believing that you can bear fruits, right? Planting seeds for yourself. Focus on doing that for yourself, on empowering yourself and taking your power back, right? Standing in your truth and being secure and stable in who you are and where you are in life, and trusting that. Spirit really wants you to focus on this necessary transition. Go within yourself and see where these changes need to be made, right? Go within yourself and see, all right, what part of me needs to die so that new me can rebirth, right? You have death and rebirth here. And Spirit says it's time, right? Focus on what can you do, where do you need to change and transform, and take that action. Go forward, take that action. Don't be afraid. Make those swift changes and communicate whatever you need to communicate. But at the same time, this is just about taking action, making those judgment calls to no longer be in this energy, right? You're letting that skin go. Focus on taking your power back with the King of Swords here. That's the only thing in my head with this card that keeps coming out. Focus on reclaiming your power to these self-sabotaging tendencies, to this I can't, to this I'm not able, I'm not fertile, I'm not capable, any of this, I'm not lovable. Whatever this is, take your power back is your main focus. Okay, let's pull an outcome, Gemini. Again, this is for April 1st through May 1st. Gemini monthly general guidance. You can follow my Instagram at Healing Panda Tarot. I am on Venmo, PayPal, Apple Pay, and Square. If you want to book a personal reading, you can do so by DMing me or emailing me so that we can get that booked. I am currently booking into Friday, April 3rd. Outcome, you have the Four of Pentacles. You have the Justice card. You have the Moon card and the Queen of Swords. So, should you listen to your guidance, right? Change your focus. You shut all that shit up that is self-sabotaging you. You take your power back. Here you have your King and your Queen of Wands, right? This is you in your ultimate power, in your masculine and feminine energy, just so that you can see defeating this freaking devil goose here, right? You see how those connect there? And because you consistently worked on it, right? It's about you going within, checking your subconscious mind, and you are actually able to balance yourself out and become more stable and secure in who you are. You face those fears and you go forward with force and determination, with perseverance, regardless of whatever obstacles that come your way. And that wish fulfillment comes in, that joy, that alignment, that ultimate happiness with the 10 of Cups is here, right? Emotional balance and emotional fulfillment is here. Those emotions balance out and you're able to feel actually more fulfilled in life, because you're actually dealing with what the root of the issue is, because we need to figure out why we keep getting to this place regardless, right? So I hope this reading resonated with you. Overall, this is a really good outcome for you, Gemini. Just really learn to silence those fears up. Stop listening to whatever self-sabotaging tendencies you have. Definitely meditate on that solar plexus and sacral chakra. Please, if you're dealing with fertility, do sacral chakra meditations or, focuses, intense. And, if you have any questions, feel free to email me or, DM me on Instagram. And I hope you have a good day. Bye.